Hi, my name is Eric. I work at Country in the City. Today I'm going to be showing you how to cook collard greens. But before I show you how to cook greens, let me give you some history about the greens. Greens date back to the prehistoric time. That's right, even dinosaurs were eating greens. There are many different varieties of greens. The most popular are collards, turnips, and mustards. I prefer the collards myself. Greens are extremely healthy. They're filled with vitamins and minerals that help fight off disease. It wasn't until the first African slaves arrived in Jamestown, Virginia in 1619 that America got its first taste of the collard greens. They became popular with every meal. Back in those days, slaves would use pig scraps to season their greens, such as pig's feet, ham hocks, and even chitlins. They developed a knack for making them taste good. Now, follow me. Let me show you how I cook my greens. Okay, these are fresh collard greens. And as you can see, the leaves are extremely large. So what you want to do is you want to cut them into little pieces. That way they'll be easier to wash. And you want to cut them just like this. Take you some cutting scissors. Go straight across just like this. And just cut them so they're easier to handle when washing them. Now, what you don't want to do is cut them like this. I once seen Emerald cutting them like this. And he said, cut them like this and throw the stem out because who wants to eat the stem? Well, that's not true. Once these greens are cooked down, the stems are very tasty. So you want to keep that stem now because that's where you're going to get most of your vitamins from. It's coming from that stem. Now, once you finish cutting your greens, then you're going to begin to wash them. Now, I know you guys don't need me to show you how to wash no greens, because I ain't about to wash no greens. Not today, not tomorrow, not in my house. You want to dry them. Kind of let that water ease on out of there. Shake them. We're going to put on a pot of boiling water. And I would say put about a quarter full of water. Fill up the pot a quarter of the way. Okay? And we do have a pot of water boiling right now. And we're going to be using smoked turkey. And turkey is a lot healthier for you. So we're going to be using smoked turkey. And we're going to be cooking about 4 pounds of greens. So I would say for every pound of greens you use, you want a piece of smoked turkey in there. And you can go with the wings, the legs, or the neck. I normally go with the wings. Okay? So we're going to add our turkey in a pot of boiling water. Now make sure your turkey's smoked. You don't want to go ahead and put no regular turkey in there because you're not going to get any flavor at all. This is going to be your flavor. Now we're going to let our meat boil for about a half an hour. And we're going to start adding the rest of the ingredients here. Now, I have a skillet here. I'm going to add a little bit of vegetable oil. Get that bottom of that pot on nice and cover it there. Okay. And then we're going to be adding some onions. Now, this is one whole onion. I diced it up. Now, you just don't throw the onion in the pot. We're going to saute these onions. We're going to saute these onions along with some garlic. And this is about 6 cloves of garlic. And we're going to add our seasoning. That's right. I'm going to saute these onions and garlic, and I'm going to add my seasoning along with it. My Zatarain's Creole seasoning. My Lawry's seasoning salt. Okay, and we're just going to let this simmer for about 3 to 5 minutes, and then it'll be ready to go into the pot along with the meat. Okay? And you just want to just stir it around. Get that seasoning mixed up with them onions and that garlic. That's going to give it a lot of flavor. You want to cook these onions before you dump them in with your meat. And we're going to let that cook for about 5 minutes here. I normally use a bay leaf. I'll stick it in the meat while the meat is boiling. Just one. Don't go crazy and try to stick a whole tree up in there. Wow, these onions and garlic smells delicious. And you want to get it looking good. Look how that looks there. See that? Wow. Looks nice. And everybody wonders why my greens taste so good. I'm giving you my secret. This is why my greens are the best. Okay, that's about ready. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the onions and garlic, and we're going to add that to our pot of meat. Wow, look at that. That meat looks good. Okay, so now we're going to add the greens, okay? So we're going to add our collard greens to the pot. Okay, and we're gonna put the lid back on, and we're gonna let that cook for about 2 hours. Now, some people cook their greens for about an hour, but with collard greens, they're very tough, so I'd recommend you cook them for 2 hours. It's not gonna hurt. It's only gonna make them that much more tender. So we're gonna let these cook for 2 hours, and we're gonna come back and see how they came out, okay? Okay, let's go check on our greens. They should be good and ready by now. Let's see. Oh, wow. Look at this here. Look at this here. This may be my best batch yet. Oh, yeah. Look at this. These greens are done. They're ready. Look at that. Oh, my gosh. They're done. Now, I don't need to taste them because I know my greens are good. Watch this. Hey, you guys, the greens are ready. Hold on, let me get y'all some forks here. Okay. There you go. One for you. One for you, one for you. Try them out. Let me see. Go ahead. Go ahead. Try them out. Eat them. Try them out. Are they good?
Here eating without me. I can't believe you cooked these.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Collard greens. Look how quiet it is. I know my greens are good. Don't tell me.